in my mind. That means we should be able to get 1 to the... Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it actually it shows you which one you're on. I didn't even pay attention to that. What do you mean I'm offline? Hello? What? What the hell? Did I go offline for you guys? Am I offline right now? Alive. Did stream stop for you guys? What the hell? That was super random. I nothing like told me that things like my everything is showing that I'm still like streaming. Session 1 minute. Apart from like Twitch itself. Did I just get screwed over by Twitch? That's weird. Anyway. Where are we? 1 left. Okay. There you go.
Nice! We made it!
Oh my god, what a team. Do we have... Does Vodka even have X-Ray buff through this, though? Mika! You guys can hear me all fine, right?
Looks like
Test.
the spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster.
Test.
Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the liar.
Dude, D-Luke is
It's
going
locked in the
in.
back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to
I didn't feel the
enter,
stream getting
and
cut
each
or
one
buff.
is
Right?
guarded by a Fatus.
That's so random.
In real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused.
He's
at
such
how
a
I just
nerd, dude.
give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
1 moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have 1 more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right.
What does he have to say?
I told you everything I know.
Oh, it's this
Now
guy.
Leave me alone.
And he runs off. I remember this.
And off he goes.
God, it's been so long.
Here.
Bennett and Cyrus.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Evil Bennett.
Stand aside. This one's personal.
Pyle's
But
finally
this
back on.
time,
Welcome back,
I'm
Azure.
fully locked and loaded. Come on, kid. Let's finish what we started.
Oh shit, look. Sick.
Don't be a killjoy. We only just begun.
Let's play.
Now watch this.
Go as one.
Thunder!
Dude, Barker is so strong.
Okay. You win.
He trivializes all of these.
Some
Well, I
of this
mean,
round
compared
wasn't
to, like,
quite as fun.
the characters
Probably
that they
'cause
were
he had to
given.
act like a fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
That's my goat. Also, it's C3 Varka, which is actually
Guess I
pretty
didn't
strong.
Stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Patoos costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Okay.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui and Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Also, he has an
Rumor has
accent.
it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous
That's
training.
crazy.
I feel like there's some truth to that after all.
Why is stream only showing up 6 minutes uptime? Because for some reason, the stream just restarted. I didn't touch anything. Nor does it on OBS's side say that any process was interrupted. It just, on Twitch's side, just fucking restarted the stream. It was really weird. Very bizarre. Delusions might also be involved somehow. Harbin just seemed like the disciplined ones to me.
Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard
True.
to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Aww. Does it just mean that any of these fights with Varka, he just
The
trivializes
taste
them?
of ahead values wealth above all
Ah.
else. No bargaining chip is off
Wealth.
the table.
Wait, who'd be the Fatus in this
Luckily,
instance?
I prepared a negotiation multi-tool for
Money.
this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
A multi-tool. Ah, multi-purpose negotiation tool. Money. Oh, it's Mona. Of course it's Mona.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
Ooh, let's start halfway, a little bit over.
No, we both know this crest is worth more than that.
Okay, let's go a little bit more.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right?
Okay. I kind of like Mono. Should have
Alright,
given her the
here's
full set.
crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament.
To be fair, that was more Varka than me. You knew about that?
Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Many years of scraping by this girl has suffered. True. But it's mainly her own fault. Hey Ultra, thank you. I'm on the path of feeling better already.
On me.
I'm less congested and stuff, so that's good.
My head is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors.
Fixed.
Yes, we'll just have to be careful.
We're just talking about you. Somebody mentioned earlier getting Eula and saying if she's good. No, she sucks balls.
What?
It do be like
they
that.
handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Durin. Me? No, not you.
Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind
What's
of
up, Jamie?
Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for
I'm
me
a
to play
realist.
Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan.
I said she's decent if you're running through like the first two Archon quests.
That could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
Wait, what? There's a spell? I could. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily,
All right, it
Dvalin
reset
agreed to
the
take part after all,
placements.
so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Aw.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why?
It's a lot of Eula cope,
No.
and that's coming from me.
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Why is that?
All right, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
I'd say for the main arc, like for Mondstadt stuff, and up until what's it called? OCL. I think Eula can probably handle herself. You might struggle a bit once we get to like Raiden Shogun, though.
Mika, we have the crests.
All right.
But
This
before
elevator's
that,
a
you're
bit
right.
complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Oh yeah. There's no reason to pull. I'm just saying, technically you can play a little
No
bit.
problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course.
You can play some
one of
Rise.
these things difficult.
No worries, Azil. Enjoy Rise.
Let's get out of here.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
I'm sure it's safe. Is it AR of 35 or 45 when you get guaranteed 5-star artifacts? 45, there you go. Ultra's got you.
The Holy Liar! Here it is!
Ah.
Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap!
Official's loving this, by the way.
Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up?
You're surprised by your own trap?
Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about
Oh, she
this.
doesn't know.
Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Uh-oh.
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her.
True, the headpiece and
Be
the
our last stand.
and the mask would go hard as a skin. Oh no!
Come forth, my loyal servants.
The JoJo pose.
All who stand against us.
Oh.
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance.
Huge.
Group 2, reinforce.
Yeah. On me.
What a fight, huh? Okay, some of them are like chilling. Oh, wow.
Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
What a tough fight. I need to lock in a bit with this one. Oh no, we got hit. Oh, they're like stacked up. Hold on.
Thunder!
Oh.
Up the ante!
Not as if we just ult.
Maria sweeping in!
Huh? That did hit some of them.
On me.
Any word on when they'll run Mawika banner again this year?
Well, it seems I must
Tough to say.
my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Oh my god, Evil Oz?
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
I know Archon's always once a year. Have we had a Venti banner recently? We have, I think, right? Not too long ago? They usually kind of do them in order. Did I just hit her? Oh no, he's back. There you go.
Thunder!
You had Ventis with his buffs.
I give up. Just don't hit. All right. I know when I'm beat.
I
You
don't know
win.
when she'll be
You were brilliant,
rerunning
Miss
though.
Fischl. The recording was fantastic.
We had
I'm
Farina and
certain
Venti
future
recently.
Participants will have a great time.
There is no news on when she'll rerun. Is what I'll say.
Your praise
No, so
is a
we
compliment to
don't
your
know.
own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your Prinzessin's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
true. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
It's somewhere
Perhaps we
between
haven't met a
6.5 and
certain
7.8. Yeah. Before, all we had to do was beat up the Fatui agent, and Fischl has admitted defeat.
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your prinzessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order.
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Oh. You're up, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Oh.
It's open.
Well, that works.
Miss Alice
It pays
does
to be
love
weak
to
sometimes.
tease, doesn't
True.
she?
He just poked her in the face. It's kind of cute.
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
That's a whap. Still need banners for Nicole and Alice. Probably the summer after Nicole banner. We don't know when Nicole's banner is. I think based off of the promotional image thing that they did, which shows more or less a fair few characters to go through. We've already gone through, I think, most of them. There are only 2 characters yet. The next upcoming banner will be Linnea. Who just got drip marketed. And she'll be out in like 3 weeks-ish, 3-4 weeks. Then you have a month with that cycle. A month and a half. But you can estimate just about a month or so until we actually get the next drip market. Maybe a little bit longer because Genshin's drip market is garbage. But you'll know about it. You'll know about it. It's unlikely that we'll get Alice in this segment of the game. Other than show her finally and her vision, they've not done anything though. She'll be playable at some point. She won't be playable now though. By the looks of it. Alice is probably next after Linnea, or the character after the character comes after Linnea. Alice will be right before 7.0. I don't think so. Would Nicole be after Linnea? Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Sorry, I didn't specify that I meant Nicole, because we were talking about Alice. But yeah, no, Nicole is likely, to reiterate, Nicole is either after Linnea or one after the character that's coming after Linnea. Because there are, of the characters shown, there's only one other that is now completely unknown, alongside Nicole. And, well, technically one more that's you can only see the reflection of. We still have a summer event? Okay. You have to keep in mind, though. Never is a version. I don't think there's been a version that's gone over 8.8. 0.8 is usually the summer event. So we can kind of count how many characters we have. Right now, we're in 0.4. Right, Ultra? We're in 6.4, correct? I know it's Luna 5, but it's 6.4, I think. $6.5? No, I thought it's 6.4 because it's Luna 5. And we started with Luna 1, but that was 6.0. So the numbering is a bit messed up because of that. Hold on. Luna 5. Come on. Yeah, okay. We're in Luna 5 right now, which is 6.4. Yeah. So, we have 4 more versions, most likely until 7.0. So, we'll probably have a 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, and 6.8. Oh god, 6.7 is going to be memed, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to have a 6.8, most likely. Very unlikely, but still possible. There might be a 6.9. Also would be funny, but still unlikely. So that's why they named them Luna. Yeah, they saw it coming. So what will likely happen is they usually release 1 or 2 characters per version. They're kind of alternating. So Vaka was the only new character in Luna 5. Luna 6 seems to be only 1 character as well. Which means we only have Luna 7 and Luna 8 left. Sorry, Luna 7, Luna 8, and probably Luna 9. My bad. So there are 4 banners we can estimate. So you've got 4 versions, which means minimum 4 more characters. There's a good chance we'll have... I'd say now that the Archon Quest is slowed down, it's likely going to be 1 character per patch. Is Skirk rerunning with Linnea? No. Skirk is rerunning in the next banner, I believe, alongside Escoffier, if I'm not mistaken. So she's coming, like, right after Vaka. Linnea's after that. For Linnea's next banner? No. Well, yes. So what you're confusing is banners and phases. This is all one, like, banner, I guess. However, there's phase 1 and phase 2. I think. It's confusing. It's all community named, so it varies. But basically, in the next patch, she's running. However, we still have phase 2 of this patch to do. Vaka is phase 1. Phase 2 will be Skirk and Escoffier. And then, once those 2 are done, then we have Linnea. And whoever she's rerunning with. Phase 3 is Yvonne. True. But yeah, so... Let's think. We are missing... 2 to 3 characters. Actually, no. We're missing, 3 characters. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna have some way of having right now the estimation is that the quote-unquote character that we'll be getting for just before Snezhnaya will be Sandrone. That's one of the copes. Some others are saying Dottore, but I think Sandrone is likely. And the dude whose name escapes you? The dude. There's a dude? Oh, Lowen. Right. So... that one. So... all things considered, of the characters that we know that are gonna be playable, we have Alice, Nicole, One other character, actually. You've missed a character, Ultra. Hold on. Genshin... Not Cry characters, silhouettes. There we go. So... Here it is. Yeah, we don't know any other names. In names-wise, you're correct. So, we already have Varka. He was first up. We have him now. So we can scratch him off. This is Linnea, clearly, from the silhouette. So, X on her. Meaning we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. Now, this character is hidden. It's possible that it's hidden because if we know who it is, we'll be able to tell. So, good chance it's Sandrone. And they just want to have a surprise resurrection. Plot twist, it's Eula. Yeah, it's Eula's older sister, by the way. The even hotter version. And does like 10% extra damage just for Ultra. One should be Alice, right? No. Alice, there is nothing to indicate that Alice is coming in this version. She could, but everything that I've heard, rumors-wise as well, is mentioning that Alice is not scheduled for Not Cry. Alice may very well be kind of a Dainsleif position where she's a character, she's been introduced, we've seen her, we'll get her at some point. But not necessarily right now. Kind of like Skirk, maybe, actually. Because Skirk appeared in Fontaine. And she wasn't playable until, like, a whole year later, basically. Rumor has it, yeah. Don't do this to me. Don't Dainsleif my wife, dude. She's probably not going to be as bad as Dainsleif because we have her full model. Dainsleif is still kind of a question mark. We've seen Alice. She has a playable character model. She has a pyro vision. It's just a matter of time. She's likely going to be playable sooner rather than later. But based off of the character slots that we have for the rest of this year, unless they do a double banner, we don't have space for Alice. Also, we have space for like a random surprise 5-star as well that we don't know about. So, you dislike Dainsleif? I like Dainsleif. He's cool. I feel bad for Dainsleif, dude. Dude's been through a lot. That part in the story in Nordcry kind of breaks my heart. But yeah. So we've got Lowen at some point, who we now know is a cryo character. So actually, yeah, what do we think this final character is going to be? Elemental-wise. Because we know she's Geo now. We know Nicole is Pyro. Lowen is Ice, or Cryo. Based off of the vision that we see on him. Means this little twerp over here, we have no clue. Time will tell. But yeah, nothing indicates that Alice will be playable in Not Crying. Doesn't mean she won't be, though. It just means that we have not gotten any information that shows that she would be. Nor does she fit in the silhouette, so it's kind of safe to say that she will probably not be in Nordcry and perhaps either in Snezhnaya or post Snezhnaya. I'm going to say there's a good chance that she's going to be playable in post Snezhnaya story. Probably the phase right before Semmo because she was promised. She was never promised to us. Never was it said that Alice will be playable and not crying. To my knowledge. If you have a source, could have sworn. If you can find somewhere that proves that, feel free to bring it up. But all I've heard the entire time is that it's not guaranteed that she'll be playable. Yeah. Never have Hoyo specified that she'll be playable yet. And if Hoyo doesn't say it, it's not confirmed. The only time something is guaranteed is if Hoyo specifically says it. Otherwise, it's just rumors and theories. Or at least you should treat any information as such. That's why Hoyo doesn't like leaks as well. No leak is ever canon? Correct. You should not treat leaks as official. Ever. Absolutely right. I just thought this was that, but not sure. This introduced characters that will be present in the story. Yeah, no, I get you. I get why that's like oh, so Alice will be playable this time around. But I think it's more along the lines of, rather than every single character here being playable, it's these are the characters that will help you during Nod Cry. I get it though. Actually, I understand why you thought it was official that Alice was coming. I see you. I see you with that. Note that Sandrone is also on here. And knowing what we know, I won't go into spoilers, but you know. But I know. No, Shadow Nova Dragon. Never treat leaks as fact. The only time that you can see something as fact is if Hoyo themselves announces it and you see it officially in game. That's all. Your PC's cooler, true. Because at the end of the day, the reason this is like Hoyo always goes out of like their way to say this, that they are not reliable. Now, obviously there are instances where leakers can be right a lot. However, any information they give should be treated as potential until directly confirmed and proven, until it's official. Also, yeah, Hoyo has arrested a leaker. To be fair, it's less so a leaker and more... It's a bit tough. Because they're not a true leaker in the sense that they were like, oh, this character is coming in the future. It's more like they were doing stuff with beta numbers and stuff, and that wasn't allowed. Because I think that it specifically broke some direct NDA stuff. Not sure, because there's... Okay. I understand. Okay. Bear with me when I say this. Okay? I'm going to say this real slow. It doesn't matter how often leakers are right. It can't be treated as guaranteed. It is never 100%. It can be 99.99% accurate. Hell, it can be, this leaker has never been wrong before. The leaker can be 100% accurate. But you still have to treat any information that they give as potentially wrong. And pretend like it might as well not be. Okay? Yeah, I zoom for dramatic flair. You may hear stuff, and you might decide to plan around it. Maybe, you know? However, never treat it as fact. Unless Leaker is secretly a Hoyo employee? I mean, they all claim that. That's where do you think leakers have their quote-unquote sources from? That's even, yeah, like... Where do you think the information comes from? Right? But you won't know. You don't know. Dude, I can turn around and say, I'm a Hoyo employee. Ha ha ha. Obviously, I'm not. Disclaimer, Hoyo, please don't shoot me. I'm trying to defend your points here. But, you know, like, you can't trust it. You can't trust it. No matter how real all things. No, mostly because never trust YouTube. Okay. Don't trust leaks, obviously. But definitely don't trust YouTube leaks. In the first place, you know, always take any and all leaks with a heavy grain of salt. YouTube just... I've seen some YouTube leaks, and some of these people are insane. Buck has the God Hunter staff set up a banquet in front of the cathedral, inviting all involved to celebrate. Yippee!
Wow, this is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about?
Leakers don't post onto YouTube, leakers post elsewhere, won't say where. And people copy it to YouTube, yeah. Any quote-unquote leaks that you see on YouTube has already been through, like, a bunch of different people, or is just made up. I find it interesting they leave info in the game for data miners. Okay. Incorrect. They don't leave info there for data miners. That is incorrect. Because data miners break into the code of the game to find stuff. It's not an intentional crumb that Hoyo is leaving for people. It's just that the game will have data and you can read some of it. Now, they can't really stop people from doing this, but they heavily tell people not to try. Like, I think they told people not to data mine. Just in case you think, like, yeah, the info is just there. Data miners find ways to crack into it and read it. Yeah. Yes. Could just not, but no, you can't. You have. Ultra probably can explain that far better than I can, because that's something that he works with, I think. Or alongside, at least. You can't just ship it all in one go. Looks like we get to try it out after all.
Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Will do.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
Nope, just noticed that you seem a lot more relaxed.
You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way. There's no right and wrong.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
Oh my god.
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home.
Wait, how often do we actually get to see them have a conversation?
Home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been
It's
coming
so
to the same
wholesome.
conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
These siblings have never spoken to each other before. It's actually huge. The return of the expedition force is a good thing. You deserve to enjoy it.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Today's March 7th? Wait! I need to log into Star Rail. I will.
Hey! Honorary knight!
My goat calls me.
Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Okay. What you're referencing, Shadow Nova Dragon, is information from the preloads of beta tests. That information is not allowed to go to public. It does because of leakers, but it's not supposed to. The people who have access to that information sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, meaning they legally can't show this to other people, unless specifically stated by the company that they're allowed to send it to specific people. So whenever you see things from the beta, technically you see illegal content, because, as stated, the people who have their hands on it will have signed an NDA, meaning that by breaking it, they are actually doing something illegal. Which is why people have been arrested, specifically. This is what Ultra was referencing about people getting arrested for it. Those people were doing exactly... Why doesn't Hoyo shut their videos down? They do. Many of these get copyright claimed. Actually. The problem is that there are just so many videos that get released, it's very hard to actively shut them all down. But more often than not, they will get copyright claimed.
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there.
So the only time it's like accessible is if you're looking
own,
at creator server stuff. So this is something that happens technically after the beta, and that is when content creators have a special server where they can then play with the new stuff so that they can make videos about it. They also have an NDA thing that, you know, means that they can't talk about it until a certain point. But that's where, for example, you get like certain YouTubers and stuff be like, hey, here's the new character. Here's what I recommend. Yada, yada, yada. And Hoyo recognizes that just before the character releases is good. Which is why you have the creator server for that specifically. But a lot of things before that, nope, illegal. And Hoyo does get rid of a lot of videos. The question is just how much gets shown. In fact, there's been instances where somebody accidentally showed their UID or something in a video about the beta, and these people got sent massive fines.
Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
It's a common thing. My boy Varka, my goat. How are we gonna climb up there like normally? I think I just normal climb, I guess. We can skip a little bit. There you go. Thank you, my goat. Using Varka to reach Varka.
Yeah.
Oh, we've fallen. We're dead.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome.
This is quite the spot.
Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time.
One shot does feel like home. Damn right it does.
I think so.
It is home.
Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
It's where things began for me in Teyvat. It's where I began my search for him. Ooh. Still, he's more important to me than any specific place. Oh, I kind of don't want that dialogue option, actually. I disagree. I thought it was one of those, both of them are like the right choice. Okay.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too.
I don't really care
All
too
the
much about
carefree
him
kids
anymore.
running
I mean,
around,
in
livening
character I
up the
do, but
place.
like, out of character, you know.
Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
I don't deserve that much credit. I didn't even know I could do that until that moment.
I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers
Actually,
might have
yeah,
joined
true.
forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
Even worse. Okay, if we weren't there, think about this shit. All right. 1, Dvalin would have been killed. Basically. OCL would have, the Fadui would have more or less accomplished their goals in Liyue, and OCL would have, still been stopped by Zhongli, but he would have come to the conclusion that shit, well, he can't do anything. The world is not ready for him to step back. Inazuma would have been doomed, basically, in Civil War, causing a shit ton of damage internally, with the Fatui getting away with practically anything and everything that they wanted to do. Sumeru would have been massively screwed up because of Scaramouche and Atore's shit, without us stopping, with the Dendro Archon Nahida being completely screwed over. Fontaine would have been cooked, because we proved important in dealing with everything. Not to mention the Narwhal and the whole Tartaglia fight as well. So that would have run rampant. People probably would have, like, a lot of people in Fontaine would have just vanished, essentially, because of the things turned into the ocean water stuff. Natlan probably wouldn't have happened successfully either, with a massive problem with the Abyss. With likely Mawika dying at some point. Probably maybe both Capitano and Mawika dying, essentially. And then the Nod Cry, we also proved instrumental to resolving stuff there. Could you imagine if the Traveler weren't there? And everything would have just started going wrong within a couple of years? Good God. The Traveler, our sibling, wouldn't have had to do as many things as they did in game, especially with the Abyss Order, right? What? What do you mean by that? Huh, I guess you're right.
Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in 2 separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
My title's just honorary, remember? Not quite sure the Knights can take credit for Natlan.
I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
I do.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Well, that was probably done the trade. Well, they got the Gnosis anyway. The Fatui still got the Gnosis. The only Gnosis that the Fatui don't have right now is Natlan's Gnosis. Keep that in mind. Technically, every step of the way, the Fatui were still got what they wanted in the end.
Ha! When did you?
Yeah, good luck
good
luck prying that
Come
from
have a drink
Malika's
with us.
hands.
There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Can Dvalin go into human form?
Well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention.
I'm sure there'll be a human form
Is a
Dvalin at
little
some
too
point.
small for him to spread his wings.
Wait.
Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Dvalin will be the final character that will be best in slot for Varka. Right? Right, guys? He'll be the Venti replacement.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
A landing pad? Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
Very right, but he just got buffed.
honorary knight.
It's not enough, bro.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya.
Fuck. That kind of hits. Without the Traveler, all bad things wouldn't have happened because they happened in an attempt to stop us, right? Incorrect. Almost every situation that happened was resolved because of the Traveler. For example, I believe it was always the goal to force Liyue's hand by with OCL. Because I think one of the ideas was for the Fatui to strong arm Liyue into doing stuff. Like, why summon the final boss? No. You got it the wrong way around. The problems were happening already. We stepped in to stop them from happening. For example, without us, Dvalin couldn't have been saved. We served a very large part in thwarting the Fatui's plans and then also rescuing Liyue from being attacked by OCL because we fought directly. Raiden knew about the Fatui and didn't even care? Yeah, yes. The problem was that if it weren't for us, Inazuma would have torn itself apart. The Fatui were inciting a civil war, giving delusions to one side. Only by us stopping them, we essentially put a stop to the civil war in Inazuma. Without that, it would have been really bad. We really did? And he has a... Okay, yeah, here, let him ride, let him ride.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her
Take it away,
grasp.
Venti.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Venti wasn't trying.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme
I think it's very
approach.
clear that
Just
Venti
look
wasn't.
at Child or Signora.
intentionally trying.
But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
Yep, there it is.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
Yeah, finally confirmation that, yeah, Venti could have fought, but he was like, it's probably not a good idea. So that's a full story.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
Venti ate dirt because of Senora? Well, because he just said because... Alright. Here we go into the Archon power scaling of things. Venti is not a good fighter, per se. Venti is a force of nature. If Venti wants to fight, everything around him is getting messed up. He's not like Raiden, who can just, you know, whip out the sword and just... Or even Zhongli, who is probably a really powerful martial artist without the Geo powers. Venti's strength comes from the fact that he can just obliterate things with wide-ranged attacks. So if he would have tried to fight back, it would have caused a shit ton of damage everywhere. I had to stop her.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. So I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows?
Should I say you're welcome or
Perhaps
sorry?
The chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
Didn't he cause... Okay, so one of the places in Natlan, Medjavari, is a place that he basically severed from the timeline. He straight up cut a place out of time, which is insane in itself. But also, the Golden Apple Archipelago used to be a gigantic mountain. The biggest mountain in Teyvat, I believe. And bro just got rid of it, basically. It's also stated, I believe, that he terraformed all of Mondstadt with his wind. It wasn't shaped like this originally. He kind of just redesigned it a bit. Which is kind of nuts. Considering he did all of that with wind alone. But yeah. So, as it's stated here, he's playing Animal Crossing? True, actually. So, as he's saying here, if it weren't for us, Inazuma would have continued in the Civil War. It can be argued if Senora would have gotten the Gnosis, because in the end we won the duel and her outburst... Well, we won the duel against her, meaning that she got executed. Now, whether she would have gotten executed anyway or not, I don't know. But we essentially stopped the Civil War, which is massive because it essentially meant that Inazuma is in a far more stable state. Things were ramping up into a full-on war in Inazuma, and we stopped it. It could have been far bloodier, far worse, and far more people being hurt. Because a full-blown civil war in Inazuma would have meant... It would have meant that Goro, Kokomi, all of those people would have likely died. Because realistically, there is jack shit they can do against Raiden Shogun. Also Nahida, yeah. If it weren't for us, Nahida would have been doomed as well. We quite literally saved Nahida. We were an indispensable part in freeing her, as well as stopping the plans of Dottore. So, anybody who says the world was, like, worse things happened because of the Traveler, with current information that we have, that is simply not true. Now, they might reveal something to make that true, but as of right now, if we go by the information we've been given and as the storytelling goes, anybody who believes that, or is trying to say that that's the case, all we did, Genshin reading comprehension. We literally brought both Raiden's forces with Kujo-Sara and stuff to peace talks. Not only that, we beat Raiden in a one-on-one. Now, technically, that it wasn't us beating Raiden, but it was us beating Raiden. We got the power of everyone and we won the duel. It wasn't just that, oh, we fought her and made her reconsider. We straight up beat her at her own game and forced her to stop. Did we ourselves repel the Vision Hunt decree? Yes. If we wouldn't have beaten Raiden, it wouldn't have been stopped. If it weren't for us, it would have continued. We only beat her with the power of everyone else. Correct. And we still beat her, meaning that she stopped the Vision Hunt decree. It's very basic. You know, the game tells us straight up. It's through losing to us that Raiden goes, huh, I gotta rethink some things. If that wouldn't have happened, she would not have rethought things. Yeah. Do you think anybody else other than the Traveler could have done that in that scenario? Genuinely. Can anybody else have done that? Other than like an Archon or something. You make it sound like we overpowered her? In that moment, we did. Now, that doesn't mean the Traveler is more powerful than an Archon. Like, you know. But through her familiar changed her mind. Why did they change mind? Why did they change their mind? What pray tell event caused a change in mind? Do you forget to talk about Yaimiko and Shogun? Did you forget the part where Yaimiko said that she tried to talk to Raiden Shogun multiple times and she's not changing her mind? Why do you think Yaimiko had us help her? What? Raiden is so stubborn. Correct. And who managed to force her to change her mind? Who managed to stop her from being stubborn? If you think... Okay. Just to clarify, no, I do not think Traveler is as strong as Raiden. Absolutely not. Did we use the power of friendship to beat her? 100%. But the point is, if the Traveler wouldn't have done that, no one would have. There is nobody else in that position that could have done that in that moment. The Traveler was an integral part to beating Raiden, which we did. We beat her in a fight. Not because we were more powerful, but because we got the power of friendship and whatnot, and had the anti-Raiden training thanks to Yaimiko. And because of that, she changed her mind. You don't force... Reading comprehension. Okay. Not literally. What if our sibling... Our sibling? You mean the one who's trying to fucking have the Abyss Order take everything over? Hell no, they would not. They wouldn't have even touched any of the areas. Why should they? They are clearly... They have their own things that they do everything for. The Loom of Fate and everything. They don't give a shit what happens to the Archons. So, okay, when I say we forced the Raiden Shogun to change her mind is because the rules of... She challenged us to or we challenged her to a duel. By winning the duel, she had to do what we said. Because those were the rules of the duel. And Raiden follows her own promises like that. She's a quote-unquote honorable character. By winning the duel, not only did we prove to her that, you know, the will of the people of Inazuma, but we also, through the rules of the duel, made her give up the Vision Hunt decree. Isn't it established that a sibling is stronger than us? And I don't see what your sibling does less side quests. I don't see what importance the sibling has here. If not more so, I mean, yeah, sure. I've never disputed that. Why do you bring up the sibling all of a sudden? What's invoked this? Cause I don't remember mentioning the sibling. Unless I have like short-term memory loss, which could be the case. Honestly, it's not that unreasonable. If our sibling had to do the stuff we did because of no traveler, it's what if scenario brought in by the current event? Okay. Simply put, our sibling wouldn't have. Our sibling is working for a different future. So they wouldn't have done... They wouldn't have gone nation to nation saving everybody. Because they have their own truth to follow or whatever. Not only that, honestly, we don't know if our sibling is real. At this current juncture in the story, we have no clue what our sibling is. There are a lot of questions that we have. What the? It gets weird. We don't know if our sibling is... But there is a lot of questions. We don't know about the sibling. Is that actually our sibling? Is our real sibling somewhere else? Did we ever have a real sibling? Was it always just us? They're probably not going to go through the plot twist of did we ever have a real sibling, but the sibling that we know could very well be separate from everything else. Keep in mind, But you're discussing power, not willingness to leave everything and help. Yeah, yeah. What we said is that if the traveler hadn't decided to go on a journey and save everything, everything would be fucked up. Straight up. So that's just going through the Archon quest, not even mentioning world quests where we save a lot of things. Right? Your theories are... Whoa! Random new thing. We've taken another full 90-degree turn into a different thing. That's cool. I mean, I think that's a very common theory. There's a lot of people that believe that. I don't think Paimon is the unknown god. I think it's a bit too easy. I think it could very well be a red herring. Personally. But again, that's, you know, theory stuff. We'll see. She could be. She just as much could be. But I think that's too easy of an answer. If I know Hoyo, they wanna pull some weird shit. Right, Ultra? Ultra knows. Ultra is probably the only person in chat here who's played more Hoyo games than I have. Hoyo likes to be like, surprise. Say again? Oh, just to the whole, what was the question? The whole idea that Paimon is the unknown god. Or, well, Asmodee, as we now know. But has amnesia. I think it's a red herring. It comes from I mean, it's still a theory. Also, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are... That doesn't mean it's speaking about Paimon thinking about us. It is a scenario that fits. That doesn't mean it's the only outcome, though. Again, I think it's a red herring. I think Hoyo is intentionally making us think that that's the truth. You know, Shadow Nova Dragon, that theory has been there since the beginning of the game. Literally, the very week one, people are like, Paimon's the unknown god. Ultra can confirm. Back in the day in 1.0, people were already thinking that, even before any of the most recent things. People were all over that theory that Paimon is the unknown god. Immediately. Because, I mean, the designs are very similar looking. And where did Paimon come from? Nobody questions Paimon in this world. You know. That kind of thing. There's definitely something sus going on with Paimon. But I think it is a very easy reveal to be like, oh yeah, Paimon's Asmodee. Which is her name. That's the unknown god's name, Asmodee. We know it now. Officially. But I think if I know Hoyo games, as somebody who plays a bit of Zenless, has played Star Rail, and Genshin since release, Hoyo likes giving us plot twists. So I think they want you to think that Paimon is Asmodee. But they'll throw you a curveball and be like, what? So it might be true, but it might not be the whole truth. It might be half true. Also, keep in mind, all of these characters, all of these Archons and stuff, their names, Morax, Barbatos, Baal, Beelzebul, Asmodee, Ronova, Istaroth. These are all names that are based off of demons. Paimon is also such a name. Which personally leads me to believe that Paimon is likely still her own character because she would have a different name otherwise. Because Paimon is one of the most important demons, I think, as well. It is like often referred to as the right hand of the devil. Or some shit. Therefore, you know, obviously that's its own, like, deep levels of theories and stuff, but, you know. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's wrong. I think it could very well be. My personal theory is that it's a fake. It's a red herring, that they want you to believe it so that they can plot twist you. Hoyo said we have at least 2 more years of Genshin. Hoyo has never stated how long Genshin is. 7.0 is Shineznaya. 8.0 is not confirmed to be Kanria. We don't know what 8.0 is. It's likely Kanria, but they haven't said that it's confirmed. We have no confirmation that Kanria is what 8.0 will be. Everybody thinks it will be Kanria. It probably will be, but they can throw you a curveball. Originally, 6.0 was supposed to be Shineznaya, and 7.0 was supposed to be Kanria. But then they were like, "What's up, bitch? Not cry." And was like, "What?" So yeah. You never know with Hoyo. They might just throw you a surprise. Just go. My best advice: go with the flow. Go with the flow. You can have your theories, but don't expect them to be true. Because I've seen so many people get so pissed off at the game story because their own headcanon or theory wasn't true. And it's my least favorite thing in the Genshin community. So many people have a headcanon of how a character is, how the story's gonna lay out and stuff, and then they get really upset when that's not the case. And it always makes me really, like, it always annoys me whenever you get people complaining about Genshin. And you can tell they're annoyed because they're wrong. They're annoyed because it didn't turn out the way they, like, specifically thought that it would. New planet? Game of... We have no clue on any of that. I imagine Genshin will continue through a Genshin 2.0 of some sorts. But we don't know how it's going to be done. Anyway. Thank you both. I'm getting close to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
True. Facts, my brother. Spit your shit indeed. Speculation? Yeah, no. Speculation's fine. I do it all the time. Also, the thing that cracks me up the most is when people read a book and are like, that's canon. That's officially the truth. And like, dude, books in Genshin are unreliable narrators. Everybody in Genshin is an unreliable narrator. That's the thing that always cracks me up, is people are like, well, this character said it's like that. This character either can be lying to you or is wrong. We specifically have Irminsul, and we have had situations where people have messed around with Irminsul and changing the truth of the world. Straight up. What you really want is new players get a chance to get Aloy. I forgot about Aloy. I have Aloy because I played back then, but like, man, who? You're not missing much. Only completion stuff, but like other than that, you're not missing anything. Aloy is probably still the most useless character in the game. I will, thank you.
Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Oh shit, it's Klee.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, it's Alice. Oh, good grief.
Da da da.
Oh god.
This is so fun, Mom.
We actually finally get to see them together. This is peak.
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Oh, good grief. Somebody stop them.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Like mother, like
Why,
daughter.
Of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Good grief. Dude, how much you want to bet that Alice is gonna play like Klee on like Giga Hyper Mega Turbo steroids? Alice would need to be off field. So I hope not. Wait, why does she need to be off field? Because Klee is on field? Oh, you want to play them together. Right, I see. You can play quick swap Klee if you have her at high constellation. Right? Isn't that a thing?
Alright, we made it! Time for round 2! Huh? Was this bubble this color before?
It looks a bit abyssy.
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
It's the abyss.
What? That can't be! How would the power of the abyss even get in there?
Alice?
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is different about this power.
Hard to describe. It's abyssal in nature, but also not a threat.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched, the dark clouds before a storm, or...
What the helly?
an omen before disaster strikes.
Of course, the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true of this abyssal power. At least for now.
You created this magic, right, Alice? Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Ooh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely surprised something like this would crop up. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information first.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Aww.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Breaking a promise to Klee might make her angrier than all the Dotori scheming combined. Oh god.
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or the Abyss situation?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things.
I'm assuming that will be me.
It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere
Alice's
else
hat
for
looks
now,
weird.
and then
It does
get
look a
back.
little bit weird. I kind of
In the
wish they
meantime,
gave her a
Nicole, be
normal
dear
witch
and
hat.
keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and provide any fixes you can while the rest are inside.
Or just
I don't
not have
know,
a hat.
Alice. There are quite
But
a few
she's...
unknowns here.
Hmm.
It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that risk. We angels aren't miracle workers.
You sure about that?
Huge cowlick? No, the cowlick is peak. The ahoge is peak.
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your magic after all.
Well,
Head empty, no
This is our
thoughts.
best
Perfect.
option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and
Well, other than
watch.
thoughts of explosions. What's today's story meant to be again?
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon abyss-corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair, purges him of abyssal influence, and there you have it. Happy ending.
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and find out what's happening.
Count me in 2. Potential threat or not, if there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger, I need to get to the bottom of it.
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just came back to me all at once.
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental. That's a first.
Well, I suppose I am a bit too high-strung most of the time.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. It's how we all grow closer. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here when you choose to share something.
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever, word vomits whatever comes to mind. And that's what makes her so endearing and approachable.
Ha! It's about time you gave Paimon a compliment, tone-deaf bard. Hang on. Was that a compliment?
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble right now is a huge unknown. I was able to maintain contact before, but right now all I can observe within is chaos, so I imagine communication might be cut off as well. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed with caution.
Alright.
Don't worry. This isn't our first time leaping headfirst into a dangerous situation.
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst. Though it would mean all our recent hard work going to waste.
You mean destroying the bubble entirely?
Yes, if it comes down to it.
All right, I'll monitor the situation from outside and provide whatever external fixes and support I can in the meantime.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
Facts, my brother. Spit your shit indeed.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others?
The bubble might be highly unstable right now. Oh shit!
Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters!
We should go help.
Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
Yeah. Interesting that the whole quest is...
Yahoo!
Interesting that the whole quest is,
Let's play.
Oh right, this is like upgraded Venti. The C3, so he's got like the special E.
I fixed together some of the communication and control functions.
Oh.
Smash together some items that should give us an advantage.
Oh.
Devices should prove useful in a pinch. We should use them when things get tough.
Yahoo! Think you can get away? Let's play. Yeah.
Wait, is this non-Hexerai Venti? Oh right,
Very
because
much
there's
so,
not
thanks to
another...
your timely arrival.
There isn't a second character
But
to activate
Mondstadt looks
Hexerai.
like it's in bad shape.
Story's all messed up now.
Yeah! The city's crawling with with Abyssal
Traveler
monsters.
should count as a Hexerite character. Thoughts?
We've already lost.
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might need backup. Let's find them first.
Good point. Let's go.
I mean, Traveler should also be able to... Oh, shit. I agree. I think Traveler should count as any system.
Look, it's the Volin. Is that just Pyre?
This includes Luna shit.
Does he look way worse than back then?
Please,
You're right.
dude.
The corruption has spread throughout his entire body. If we had failed to purify him in real life, I imagine this is what would have become of him.
Fuck.
It looks like something's falling.
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are essentially crystallizations of abyssal power. If left unchecked, they will continuously summon abyssal monsters, and this disaster will never end. We also need to get our hands on one of them.
Right, so I can purify it.
No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want to summon Dvalin. I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his current state.
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a confrontation, though. Just like back then.
Yes.
We'll be fine.
I wasn't
Trust.
certain before Dvalin showed up, but now I'm sure this situation is more than simple chaos. It seems more like an alternate version of events, and I have some idea of how it came to be.
So do I, but we should find our companions first.
Well, monsters abound no matter where we look. You choose where to go, and I'll follow.
Alright. Let's leave. Alright. I can ask Nicole for help. Interesting. Hey guys.
Here we go.
No, but I agree. I think they had a really easy chance to use Traveler for the quote-unquote as an enabler for Luna reactions, but they didn't, and I think that's a massive waste, personally. Diluc!
Hey, Diluc is over there.
Unfortunately, Diluc is not a Hexerite character. Makes me wonder, do you guys think that we're gonna have another wave of Hexerite? Adding more Mondstadt characters to it.
Yahoo! I wouldn't think you can get away? Yeah. Yeah.
Made it. Thanks for the assist. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. Did you see any knights or civilians on the way here?
Nope.
And my initial suspicion could be right. The knights have abandoned the city and evacuated all civilians to a different location.
Abandoned the city?
In the face of unrelenting abyssal attacks, it's possible they had no other choice. But none of that matters now. An empty city has its advantages. We won't need to divert our attention to protecting civilians, for one. Oh, and this thing. It looks like one of Dvalin's tears. I don't feel good about just leaving it here.
Nope, we need to collect
That
them.
happens to be just what we were hoping to find. Let's take it with us.
Yippee!
Wait, what about Varka? Have you seen him?
No, I'm not sure where he is. We'll just have to keep looking. Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city.
I bet you
I'm
did.
going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
I thought that was blood.
Here we go.
Oh, wrong one. Do I have food? Oh, I don't have it enabled. Hold on. Because the bleed is kind of killing Venti, so, you know. Where's the device for it? Here it is. Wonderful.
Time for retribution!
Wow, look at that massive damage. Look at him go.
Brace yourselves.
Fun fact, dude, I remember the days that this guy was like the character to get. If you had this guy on your team, you were sorted. Good times.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Holy shit, Venti just blows them the fuck up, dude. Holy.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, hi.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, look. Nice.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves. Ha! Wouldn't...
Burn! Ha! Ha! Yeah.
Yahoo! Ha! Time for takeoff. Let's play. Yeah.
Good job, Venti. Oh. Oh, I see. Pretty cool. We do need another character, though. Let's head on over here. Okay, so you're just fucking walking around. Is anybody else around here that we may have missed? Oh, wow. That's a big boy. Let's continue up. Kind of the way that it's telling us to go.
Yahoo!
Time for retribution!
Okay. I mean, this sword still looks really good when it's on fire. Even now. You did say Jean was somewhere. So let's see if we can find Jean. Okay, can't go up
Wouldn't
there.
gliding be faster?
I guess she's... Maybe she is down there where I was looking, but I didn't go. In which case, my bad, my bad. I just didn't want to backtrack that far. You did say other end of town. I thought it that end of town. Yeah, there she is.
Look, it's Jean!
There she is. Ow.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Oh shit.
Burn!
Oh, this team brings me back to 1.0 days, dude.
Thanks for the help. I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters sure fight like the real thing. It's a bit too true to life.
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we can use this abyssal power to our advantage.
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Vorka, by the way? We haven't found him yet.
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search together.
If we get Vodka, we're chilling.
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Dude, the lightning is just on me. Is it supposed to do that? I guess while we're in the zone, it does that. Oh my god. Where's my goat? Give him to me.
Huh? What happened?
Is that the sound of him fighting? Is he that cool?
The statue's broken!
Oh, sorry, Venti.
The Grandmaster should be over there. Come on, let's hurry.
Sorry, bro.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Does that heal the whole team or just the character? Just the character, okay. Doesn't even heal that much. Dude! Look at him! He's probably having a great time right now.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
That's my goat right there. Okay, show's over. Okay, not who I wanted to ult with, but and that works, I guess.
I swear by my sword. Ha!
And then
Thunder! Thunder!
well, that guy's gonna need a little bit more work. Dude. Well, I've started hitting him. But can't we do...
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Alright, we have Hexdrive Venti now.
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
One piece.
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time to help
That's
us
right.
out.
You're welcome.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Yeah, we should get out of here. No sense wasting our strength.
He's so huge, dude.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again. Do you copy? It's me, Nicole. Alice just got back too.
Yeah, we can hear you now! What's going on?
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing is a direct result of that. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events within it. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major bug.
A bug? Uh-oh.
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the honorary knight never appeared in Mondstadt.
Wait, but even if the traveler never showed up, you could have done something, right, Venti?
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation, sure, but it wouldn't have gone quite so well. If I'm not mistaken, You've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right, Varka? Through the mage's scryglass?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real, I doubt I could ever forget it. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away, but you were wounded in the process.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root
Yeah.
problem. Over time, the abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness until there was nothing left.
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier was...
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal. That's right. He is in dire straits. The power of the abyss has fused with his flesh and bones. Purifying him now in this state is no different than sentencing him to death.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis,
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. The real Dvalin is right as rain and a lot more mellow than this one, that's for sure.
True.
We have our solution, so let's hop to it. Should be a piece of cake for a group like this. No time to lose, right? We've got Klee waiting for us after all.
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time. Of course, the sooner we resolve this, the better.
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know? No need to scar yourself over a game, right?
I'll be fine. I was prepared for that possibility back then, too. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, here we go.
This is it. Ready, everyone?
It's like even more fucked up.
More than.
Is it more purple?
of course. I just hope I learned a thing or two since the first time around.
Guess I'm the newbie, huh? Good thing I'm a quick learner then.
He's so cool. Could you imagine one play?
Traveler?
How trivial things would have been if Varka was just present in 1.0.
Were you nervous back then? How about now?
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we can do it again.
We didn't even talk back then.
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
Oh shit, there they are.
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Teyvat if I didn't rise to the occasion?
I have heard enough.
Oh shit. Oh my god, look at him. Oh hell, dude. Interesting. Oh, his tongue is like spots on it. Oh.
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
God, memories, dude. Oh right, he shoots like 1 billion of them.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Time for retribution.
Okay, it's almost down. We're gonna have to rely on Varka.
Brace yourselves. Ha!
Okay, he's about to break this. I can feel it. Oh no, he's doing this attack. God, how long has it been since I've seen this attack? He's about to dash across.
Time to switch positions.
Oh my god. Did I actually get rid of the platform? I don't even know.
Here we go. Yeah.
What a... Nostalgia's going crazy here, dude.
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Yup.
For takeoff. Brace yourselves. Yeah.
All right, Baka.
Sunder! Nice job. One more to go.
I think Vaka's probably going to be our best bet to just attack him with. So let's try that. What's this?
Oh boy! It's Superman now!
Oh, good grief. Oh, that's cool looking.
Sunder!
Oh yeah, Vaka is by far the best character to pop his shield. That's my Grandmaster.
On me. Charge! Up the ante!
Come on, land again.
Up the ante! Up the ante!
Up the ante.
Think you can get away? Let's play.
Oh, there we go.
Up the ante!
Ah, almost. I was a bit slow there. That's on my. That's on me. I did a setup, even though I probably shouldn't have. Okay, he's about to. Oh. Freedom comes even through the destruction of all things. Abyssal Storm Terror, Dvalin. I hadn't read that yet, actually.
Burn! Sunder!
Dude, actually, real talk. I need to do.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Venti ult.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
On me. Burn! Up the ante! Yeah. Sunder!
There you go. Oh!
Thanks, Gene.
Did he just tank that? This is the first time we actually get to see... Dude, it's so cool getting to see them fight again, dude. Oh, shit. What?
Dvalin, you're here!
I follow the liar's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Dvalin versus Dvalin? Holy shit. Holy shit, it just keeps going.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
Oh, is my goat?
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Oh my god. Dude, he's so cool. Just casually. What? Oh my god. Holy shit.
La la la.
Hmm? Oh.
Oh. Oh my god.
I'm here to play!
Brother. Holy shit. The bubble crisis is resolved without incident, while Alice and Nicole fix the flaws in the magic to prevent any recurrence of the problems. Lee doesn't notice a thing and embarks on a relaxing adventure alongside her mother and Nicole. Now, the only issue left for the knights to resolve might be the window dwelling, bro.
Looks like it was a happy ending after all.
Dude, they just drop on us one of the best cutscenes that they've ever made. Just in an event quest? Goodness me. That was so sick.
It was kind of like a choo-choo cart ride. It had its fun moments.
It was one of the coolest things I've watched in this game.
Paimon had a great time.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though. Sorry about the window, Jean.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window to be replaced at a later date. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did.
That was such a
It
cool
would have been
fight.
tricky to deal with a flying opponent otherwise.
Welcome back, Azil.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the process.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. She's a daring one, that's for sure. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
True.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Clee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
True.
Her abilities do speak for themselves, I suppose.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink? My treat.
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight it's on me. I happen to have a bottle of fine wine set aside just for the expedition team.
Haha, even better. Count me in.
Say no more! You had me at fine wine.
All right, let's head over to my place then. You're coming too, right, Jean?
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on, we never get a chance like this.
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along?
I've also got questions for Alice. I'll wait for her to get back from her adventure with Clee.
Okay, all's well that ends well, am I right? To the bar!
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Silence. Alarm. Whee!
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare.
Live and
Even
learn?
The Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up here
Hang
and
on
there,
the
I
edge of
suppose.
tomorrow?
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course.
The disaster we experienced, that was fate before we changed it, right?
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
Is this gal playable?
It was more like
This one.
a fate that will not come to pass.
This lovely lady here, Alice. Alice is not yet playable. She is 99.99% going to be playable at some point in the future. But she is not yet playable.
Huh? What's the difference between the two?
She even has like a
Let's not
vision.
forget The
Like,
courageous dragon slayer in the story? Well, in real life, he had already left on an expedition to Nodcry at that time.
like the thing that you see dangling there, that's a vision. And any character that has those is, well, any character with a unique model that has that is almost always playable.
Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have
She's also the
escaped his
mother of
destined
another
death,
playable
For
character.
another hero would have come along and paid a painful
Canonical
price
MILF,
for
by the
victory.
way.
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal. So, couldn't Barca have been back by then?
Dear Paimon, you're free to ponder such questions yourself, of course, but it's of little use to ask them aloud. Word to the
Canonical MILF is
Do
wild.
leave
I mean,
sleep
look at
over
her.
all those what ifs, over the fates that will not come to pass. It's an exercise in futility. Those who can observe fate see both the good and the bad of what could have happened. But all that matters is what did happen. Those alternate fates are nowhere near as important as the world that exists in the here and now.
Alright.
There's something else. The abyssal power inside the bubble was far too real.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become contaminated. I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I would never be so careless.
Good.
Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of abyssal power that, if left unchecked, would evolve into the real thing.
Huh. Why?
What?
How?
So it didn't come from outside? It just appeared out of thin air?
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. I'm sure you've seen for yourself how complex it can be. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass.
Huh? Abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and most infuriating of all, a complete and utter mystery. Sure you've seen yourself how complex it can be. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time. I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the fates that will not come to pass. Huh. The hatred carried by fate.
This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance, That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. In that instant, the tale of a future in which she remained pure was gone forever. So then, the question at the heart of it all is this. Why must these fates be the ones to disappear?
Paimon gets it. It's hatred that stems from not being chosen.
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed a certain amount of these unchosen fates to come very, very close to reality. And thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, much like always, it is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border all the time.
I see. No wonder the abyss is so full of hatred. Huh. The magic we wove this time involved recreating the past. However, some of the variables we added allowed a certain amount of these unchosen fates to come very, very close to reality, and thus the abyss showed its teeth. Which, like always, is not existence that it seeks, but the destruction of all. Huh. Oh, it's my nose making that noise. I was like... There's a weird sound happening when I breathed in, and I was like, what the hell? Okay. Things... That's really interesting, actually. I see. Well, the abyss is so full of hatred.
It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure.
Bam! Just saying that?
It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities. How precious is that?
Having crossed swords with the abyss many times, I'm beginning to think along the same lines too.
Ah, Alice, you're
Hey, Jean.
here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, Klee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Oh, farewell, forever traveler. You shall never see me again.
And there we go. That's the main story. Dude, that cutscene was fucking awesome. My goat Varka, as always, stealing the show. He's just so cool, dude. He really is probably one of the coolest characters that's playable right now. I love him, dude. You reckon Jean's in her office?
Whoa!
Oh.
Looks like it's been fixed already.
Oh, hi.
Ah, that explains the loud noise I heard outside. So it was Dvalin who fell into the river.
Considering his size, the fact that he broke a single window and not the entire wall seems like a feat of magic in itself.
It really
Thanks
is.
for helping with the repairs, you two. This place looks as good as new now.
Does that count as a great feat of alchemy then?
Oh, sick as hell. Right then, I think this is a good place to wrap it up. I am tired. My head hurts. I am pretty tired. So My head hurts. Got a bit of a headache, actually. Actually had a headache earlier in the stream, but it is what it is. So, let's wrap it up here. How are my pulls looking? Okay, we've got 2 extra pulls, which means that we're at 24. I can get more from doing the events, which I'll do my own time. I'm trying to think. I think we just save from here. We save up for all right. Hold on, I'm just doing stuff on my other monitor. There you go. Well, I think from now on we're just gonna save for Nicole, possibly. We'll see how things go. I should have ample time to like save up a fair amount. What was Varka's C4? I remember it's kind of useless, I think. What's a C4? Triggers a swell reaction based on the amount of all nearby gain animo damage. And the... I mean, that's not bad. And actually, as far as like things like that go, it was pretty solid. Only problem is that, you know, Northwind Avatar is his ult, right? Yeah, his burst. Oh man, yeah. There's no other way to like improve him. This would be nice. This is really nice, actually. This whole ult is super good, but I can't justify pulling for that right now. It'd be far more valuable for him in the future by saving up for either Duran C2, because this is a massive increase. All party members, yeah. All party members gain 50% increase to their pyro damage and to the corresponding elemental involved in the reaction. This is huge. This gives Varka 50% elemental damage for both his animo and his pyro damage, which is huge because, especially my build is I'm running him with an attack goblet, which I think most people are doing anyway. Yeah. By far and away the most usage is attack percent. Which means, yeah, he'll just do a bunch more damage for free, basically. Which is super nice. Yeah. And that's the goal. We'll see if Nicole provides a benefit, and if she does, how much. We'll tell. Time will tell. But yeah. That all being said, let us wrap it up. Who do we raid? Ooh, we got a couple of people live right now. Ray is live, currently playing some more randomizer Nuzlocke. Hey, well, hi. Chimisu's live, Omega Ram. I think I remember them. Raided them a while back. think I've only raided them once or twice though. I think they were playing ESO back then. I don't know them too well though, I must say. I was thinking of raiding Maple. Actually, very rare is the opportunity that I get to raid Maple, I think. When was the last time I raided Maple? Was it in this last month? She's currently playing Pocopia. I haven't raided Maple in a bit. She's currently playing Pocopia. And I kind of want to see some of that. I saw somebody stream it earlier, a little bit, but not much. Also, I saw a Twitter post of somebody doing an outfit swap of Ada Wong and Tifa. Do you care to see it, Azure? That's actually really good. That actually goes really hard, I'm not gonna lie. This person, actually, looking at it, they do a lot of good stuff. Holy shit. Tifa and Aerith kissing. Goodness. They do a lot of Tifa and Aerith kissing. I'm just scrolling down. Wait a minute. Holy shit, that's Lightning and Tifa in the gym? Good heavens. Okay, that's wholesome. Variety gooning. Oh yeah, that's Aerith getting her head squished in between Tifa's thighs. This is some good stuff. Anyway, let's see. Bum 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 ba bum. Let's see. Good night, Pixel Phantom. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for chilling. Yeah, I'll raid into Maple. I think she's dropped by recently. Right. Thank you dudes for chilling. Ugh. I don't know how available I will be today or next stream, the Saturday stream, because I think I do have I have D&D queued up to my knowledge, and we've got big shit up going on, so I might... No, I mean, I was missing on Tuesday. I might still squeeze in a stream no matter what. But I might be tired. We'll do some more Pokemon Black. Hopefully less power cuts. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't done so already. Maybe consider subbing to me on YouTube. That's where I upload my VODs. And yeah. Twitter, I mean, you can. I don't really post much on Twitter. I really should, but I don't. I suck at Twitter stuff is why, really. And TikTok, you can ignore that one, honestly. I don't. It should really no longer be part of the link. I'm gonna be real. Anyway, that's it from me for now. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, love you dudes, and as always, have a good one. Bye-bye!
Over for you.